You and I have sat together at our end of the anchor desk for almost 27 years, which is longer than I've anchored with anybody, and it's longer than either one of us has been married. You have always been entertaining, you've been sarcastic, and you have been a very dear friend. And I wish you the very best in this next stage of your personal and professional life.
Thank you, Carol Williams, Channel 9 News anchor. That's a very good line, isn't that?
She always has something, and she hasn't aged a bit.
No, she hasn't.
She really hasn't, and hasn't gained a pound.
Well, in fact, I think she's probably lost it. Just a terrific person. But the one thing I noticed, I was looking at a lot of old tape. Her hairstyles changed yearly.
Oh, sure.
And
Yeah,
she just became
very
prettier
edge.
than ever. Yeah.
Yeah, she really is.
Steve writes, I would like to see a montage of Denny's hairstyles over the years. I still remember when he first came to Channel 9, he changed his part from the center to the side. I was convinced Al Shuttlecotti forced him to change his hairstyle. Just a memory of a sports reporter I've enjoyed and respected most of my life.
Al raised some hair, but he never changed mine.
Earlier in your career, you were still bleeding purple, but you quickly learned to be impartial and unbiased. And this is Jerry from Fairfield.
Yes, exactly. And I think there were times when people, because I did have some enthusiasm for doing a voiceover of an Elder Panther baseball, football, basketball game, because I just was a little more familiar with the kids, perhaps. And I remember one time there was a kid who was scoring a touchdown, and I didn't know how long that was. Well, it turns out that the highlight was longer than I had copy for, and I mentioned, I used to date his mom. And I heard the next day from his mother, and she's like, we were sitting home watching it. I mean, that's a connection. I think it would be, I dare you, anyone in this situation that doesn't have some kind of, I don't want to call it a bias, but you favor your home team. And everybody.
And
it's just a natural thing.
You never lose. It's real important to you, but it doesn't mean that you go on the air and you talk about it and you take umbrage when another team wins.
Unlike
You've never done that.
Unlike Hammer, who wears a purple tie on the air every Friday morning at Fox. I mean,
and he always wanted to get his football picture on the air too. You know, DJ, one of the great treats of this job is the sports photographers we've enjoyed. Rob Reichley, Scott Simpson, Mike Williams, Sean Dunster, Sean Jones, Philip Lee, and Mark Slaughter currently. And one of the most interesting characters of all times was Brooks J. Merriweather, who sent along this farewell.
So sad Denny's retired. How do I say goodbye to Dennis Janson? All the stories you broke in Cincinnati, all the scripts you didn't write. But when the lights, I said the lights, came so bright on that set, you provided your viewers with all the sports news. It's so hard to say goodbye to Dennis Janson.
Mike Martin and Mars Blackman are going to sleep like babies tonight, knowing that there is no one going to he's not going to take their Grammy from them.
Not many people know him, but we know him. And he was a great character, just a wonderful kid from Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Yep, and great enthusiasm, great shooter, and just a great person. Now, a great father and family man.
Yeah, and I called him a couple of weeks ago. I said, we're doing this for Denny, and he's, let me think about what we can do.
He's the best.
I never dreamed it was going to be like that. Let's go to Nell from Lawrenceburg to wrap up the calls tonight. Nell, you're on Meyer Sports of All Sorts. Nell, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Thanks. Oh, go ahead, sir.
Appreciate it. I just want to say to Denny, I watched you over the years when your hair was a different color and your facial hair was different. And I always felt like you were talking to me, just like when you were the bartender. And I truly appreciate that. And good luck in your endeavors. The sunset is closer than the sunrise now in my life. So thank you very much.
Would you like another, sir? Thank
Yeah,
you, Al.
yeah, another beer would be good.
Yeah, Al, that's Al, all right. Denny, no one came close to the Grand Poobah, the great Poobah, Walt Mayer, not even Don Burrows. Don Burrows. That is, of course, until you. Remember all those days at Dr. Potts? Congratulations, my good friend. This is Steve Hoffman.
Oh, my, the judge.
Mm-hmm. Tim in Lebanon says, I wonder if we're going to hear from a famous past 9 News sports reporter who's now being seen on the evening news, Paula Ferris. The people from Cincinnati would like to think DJ and Papo helped make her successful from her stint here in Cincinnati.
She didn't need us.
She got out of here in a hurry. She was great. I mean, when you think about Dee Lynam, Catherine Nero, Paula Ferris, Lisa Cornwell, we had 4 tremendous women.
Mm-hmm. And remember when Jim Zarshan asked about hiring Dee Lynam, I said, now, Jim, would we be interested in hiring this woman if her father wasn't an NBA coach? And he said, yes, we would be. And I said, good enough for me, and he was right on the money with her.
Well, somebody sent us a picture. Send this picture of you and Denny at Cooperstown in 2000 when Doggy and Marty were inducted. This is Jim in Bridgetown. Thank you very much for that. And I don't know. I think that's where we probably have to wrap it up tonight. And I just want to say thanks because, you know, what you've been allowed me to do is you allowed me to stay at home at night, to raise a son, to be a good husband, a good father. And I didn't have to worry about what went on here because I knew you had it covered. So I thank you very much for that.
Well, I appreciate that, John. And the faith that you put in me and my judgment, you can't put words to it, how much it meant to me.
Well, I really look forward to what's going to happen with you now.
It's going to be interesting.
And I know you'll keep it interesting. That's it. Congratulations to Dennis Janson.
Thanks, everyone.
He'll be on the air through Wednesday, so enjoy him for the rest of the week. Good night, everyone. We'll see you next week on Meyer Sports of All Sorts.